Jen, you were talking about finding out you're pregnant, being deployed, getting sent back. So how does that work?
So the only reason I found out I was pregnant was I had went to a doctor's appointment in Iraq, and many years ago I had cervical cancer, and the doctor said I could never have children after a surgery I had. They're like, you're never going to have children. 5 kids. 5 kids?
Right. What do they know, right?
So I was feeling really odd. I mean, you're in Iraq in a war zone, so it's not that big deal, but I just felt like something wasn't right. So I had some testing done, and they believed the cancer had come back. So everyone gets a 2-week break. So during that 2 weeks, I had made appointments with my doctor here to have some testing done.
Okay.
So I came back on a Saturday. My testing was done on a Monday, and on a Wednesday they did some more testing and said, yes, the cancer's back. It's spread a little bit. We're going to have to do a complete hysterectomy. Like, everything's going to be gone.
Oh my gosh.
So I was getting ready to go back to Iraq because that's just the way it was.
Okay.
You can have your surgery after your deployment's done. It's not life-threatening, so you can come back and
wow.
Yeah. Well, my doctors were like, no, but it's the military. They care, but they don't care, kind of a thing.
Okay.
So a day before I was to fly back to Iraq, we were doing some more blood work and whatnot, and they were like, oh, by the way, you're 3 days pregnant.
3 days?
3 days. So at that point, that's when they're like, you can't come back.
Oh, wow.
So cancer, no big deal. Right. Pregnant, you're not coming back.
Wow.
So Abby was born the next April, and then in June I had a complete hysterectomy, and it was crazy. It was craziness because let's see here, November of 2008, that whole year I was out. I had turned in all my stuff. I'd never been to drill, like the entire year. I was out of the military. I had all of my paperwork. I was out. And in November of 2008, I get a phone call from my readiness NCO saying, oh, by the way, your paperwork wasn't properly filed. You're actually in and you're deploying with us.
No. Did you ask for your back pay?
Really? Well, what had happened was they had been paying me $1 or $2, like little tidbits, the entire 8 months. And my husband and I didn't pay any attention to these tiny little deposits into my account. So, So November, I had to prepare my husband, who is the lover, not the fighter, that I was going to Iraq. So the month of November, I had to talk to my employer. I had to get everything situated. We had a new baby, and he wasn't even a year old yet. And then at the end of November, then we started our process, the pre-mob process, where we left and we went to Camp Perry to do a bunch of stuff.
Where is Camp Perry?
Port Clinton, like Cedar Point.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Northern Ohio.
Northern Ohio.
There's a range there, so you do your
Yeah, we did all of
training.
all of that. Became a combat lifesaver. Pretty excited about that. I had to give someone an IV, which
Not your favorite?
no, I have like 47,000 tattoos, but I hate needles. I hate needles. So I'm like,
But you can do it.
oh, I did it.
You
I
did.
passed out, but that's fine.